Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Abe. How are you? Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Steven. Good morning, Adam S. Good morning. How you guys doing? Morning, morning. Rafael, good morning. Good morning. Sheila, good morning. All right. Steven, okay. All right, guys, let's get this party started here. What we got going on here? So the inflation numbers came in, tanked the market. Market bounced back into Globex. Right now, we are at the open of the cash market. We're getting a little bit of a bounce. 200 and 100 are in sync on the long side. And we are looking at a target of 828 on the long side. Wow, that moved up quick. We got an 828 target, and we're looking at a support harmony zone support number one, which is 778 by 68 and 53 by 43, is zone number two. We're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity toward that target of 828. ES is doing similar things, and we are headed toward 5,005 and a half. with harmony zone number 1, 93 by 90. Zone 2 is 86 by 83. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 90. They'll put a pause on it. And here we go. We're getting that push in NQ and ES toward that target right off the open. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you don't want to break that whole number either, which is 800. Looks like the market is coming up to it. That's a little bit of a deeper selling pressure coming in. Yeah, just watch out. I mean, it's just the first few minutes of the market. We do have that big target coming up at 828, but this harmony zone has to hold. And for them to come this early of that rotation to test it, you just be careful, you know, just be careful, because we have channel number 2 established, and I'm just gonna mark it off right here. That's channel number 2 of this rotation, and they need to hold it. If they break that, then we're gonna test this zone, and depending on how well they test it, really. Okay, that's good. That's good. There's a potential captain setup switch trade at 817 and a half. So if we get to 817 and a half, that will complete that formation. Hmm. It's a fast one. Okay. Yeah. There's a bit of weakness coming in here. We need 803. They're playing around a whole number. You're gonna get a two-sided market in here. They're coming to retest that zone one more time. They need to hold it. The cloud shifted. You know, nothing wrong with watching. Good morning, DJ. Oh, Captain set up short right here at 92 half. They're going to push it lower. Let's see how far. That should push. So what are we seeing? We took one. I mean, I don't know why it didn't. Hold on, hold on. What happened here? I need to show my. All right, we took a quick scalp on that one. I mean, considering it's early in the morning, I gotta make quick transactions here. Then the 200 and the 100 are out of sync. ES is pulling back significantly. Well, we didn't hit the 90 yet, so there's still some hope for the longs here. But that was a captain set up short with a switch trade. I needed to hold on to that one a little bit longer, to be honest with you, but you know, whatever. So we're hitting harmony zone number 1 and holding. Okay. So how would the longs come back into this game and play? They will have to go above the 800. Right now, the market has to prove itself on this level by making a low and a higher low. That's what they have to do. But that formation, captain setup switch trade, is just it's a strong formation. We had to kind of take that one. Another captain setup short. Well, how about that? That should push lower too. I should push lower with a stop, 2 stops at 82 and 86. If they close this candle lower at 70, I'm gonna have to jump in. I'll take it. I don't know why I keep getting out of these things too early, but you know, whatever. We'll make a little bit of money. I mean, that's just the same formation. I'm getting out of the pauses. Yeah, just because it's just so early, and the bounces could sometimes become too significant in a market that is. Yeah, it's gonna go. Harmony zone number 2 is another area of 53.43 that the market has to kind of hold for the longs to come back to life. But you could see them getting hammered. I mean, those are just beautiful formations, to be honest with you. Damn. Oof. Yeah. Get my big boy pants and hold on to some of this stuff. Yeah. Woo. Hot. Adam Perez. Good morning, buddy. How are you? Sorry about yesterday, man. We started a little bit later, and I guess you missed the room. So we come into the bottom end of Harmony Zone number 2, and we bounce back. We did the same thing here. I mean, like literally, we came into the bottom end of it, bounced, bottom end of it, bounced. So they're respecting it, but the pressure is on. And from a bigger perspective, ES hit the 90, so there's a pause on going long. Same thing is happening in NQ. We have Harmony zone number 2 that needs to be protected on NQ, 53.43. Let's see if they make a low and a higher low here. We do have channel number 1 established. Let's do it. All right, so what are they doing here? All right, well, I mean, there you go. That's a low. That's a higher low. They're punching it back. They're spending time in the neutral zone. They're taking a break from the selling pressure. They're trying to rebalance the market. Um, where would the longs start to be relevant again is 89. You get to 89, you pull back. That then we're gonna look for formations to support higher prices. Right now is the market is just vulnerable to choppiness, meaning that you're gonna get a run up, come back, refill, spend some time in this neutral zone between 68 and 53. You're probably gonna see a lot of this price action in that zone. So we still have some time. It's just not even 15 minutes into the morning. So crude oil inventory report at 9:30 today. That's about it, really. Not much else going on. Top of an hour news. Let's see what you're talking about. Top of the hour news. That's Bailey speak. That's Great Britain um, deal. I mean, that's just. I don't know if that's going to be relevant to us. Crude oil inventory at 9:30. Beside that, I don't see anything big really coming up. Na, 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 na. GD, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, we're coming up on that 91. The 91 is going to be important. We break above it, which we're about to. Here we go. I mean, basically the 200 and the 100 are back in sync. So what does that mean? That means pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis. What's the target? The target is 828 on NQ. ES is held on to that 90 and it's bouncing right back up. The target at 5,005.5 is a relevant target right now, and we have a good shot at coming back and getting it. If we sell off under 760 and back under 90 on ES, then I'll reevaluate the longs. But I'm looking for pullbacks to buy into, and I'm looking for the establishment of channel number 1 and channel number 2 in NQ. That's interesting. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're about to close. I mean, I don't want to see anything under 70, really. Yeah, I know. Good. So what does that mean? I mean, that means really the market is going through these rotations where, like, where you expect the longs to hold, they're not. Because we should have been above 70 in the 76 area and then bouncing back to 85 to show strength, and now we're under 60. That's just a weaker market than a typical standard bullish market, just by the expectations of what we're seeing. You know, you're making a low here, a higher low, and this low needed to be a higher low than both and show a little bit more strength. So this is part of that process where I have to sit here and make assumptions and figure out what this market is trying to do. So now the 200 and the 100 are out of sync again. So it's the two-sided market. It's pulling back within the neutral zone. They're playing that game back and forth. I mean, you could literally, excuse me, can I buy this zone, sell this zone on a purely scalping basis. If this structure ends up failing, it's going to fail into 728, and that will lend itself to a complete 200 NT wrinkle reversal. And at that point, on a swing trade basis, the market will be short with a target towards 700, then a break that could take us to 650 and below if we hit that 728. So really, this zone right here has to hold for the longs. If we start failing it, then the other scenario of a short that continues can start materializing. No, they didn't want to give it up, Adam. They don't want to give it up. They do not want to give it up. Yeah, I saw the recap, DJ. Yeah, those are very. Oh yeah, they're very computer intensive, so you gotta watch it. All right, so what you see that, you know, buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here. Yeah, that's what the market is doing. That's called resting in the neutral zone, and 89, 89 is a level that if we get up there, that will set us up for a captain setup long on the 100 NT Rinko. That would be a significant event. We got 1 minute to the top of the hour. ES, they put on a captain setup and failed it. Here we go. Well, here you go from 89. Boom. Let's go. Captain setup long. That now the target of 828 is a solid possibility. We're hitting the 800 whole number. Support. So so they bounced back. They tried that support level and they chewed right through it into harmony zone number 2. That was support. Now we want to see any attempt at this level to be a higher low. If that happens, then I could say simply the coast is clear for a push toward that target, that big target. Hmm. Yeah, this candle right here is going to be an important one. They close anything under 90, we're going to get a pullback. And we'll see how strong that pullback is and how strong the buyers back into it. If we break that 90, it just looks like it's getting a bunch of distribution up here at around that whole number. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yep. So you're gonna get a push lower here. Okay. That's a formation, by the way. It's it's a run up, two candle, then a switch trade. Typically, after a market run, when they do that, you will typically get a pullback. Now that's the test. You just 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't want to get under 80. You don't want to get under 80. But we still have harmony zone number 1 to see how well they handle that one. All right. So a break to the 90 and a pullback with a hold with a higher low, that's a setup for higher prices. That's something I'm looking for right now. If they break anything under 75 and 70, then I'm just gonna continue to watch the market and kind of go from there. If they well, that's the weird part is if they run it up to 85, that's also an area where you could buy it in anticipation of the break, which is about to happen here. But I'm gonna elect to leave that alone and just wait for the break and then look for the retest. Yep. See, I mean, I knew that one is going to be a good one, but it just, I got to make a choice how I want to take it. I want to take the break or the retest. I'll take the retest. If it gives it to me. I mean, they may not give it to me. Look at these bastards. All right. What time is it? It's 9:06. That was quick. Why is it moving this quick? Okay, yeah, that's a retest right here. We're hitting the 800 again. 96, 800. Yeah, this is good. It's gonna stop moving here. I mean, I'll put one right here and see if I can get it. there's a little bit of that was a good one. I just needed to act. I mean, we're pretty much called it to the T. Okay. We're heading toward that target, 828. Okay. That's protection. They're trying to protect it. Okay. That's good. If they push back to the 800, I'll take a look. Like I don't want to see a break below like 80 again, because that will put us in a back in a holding pattern. Actually, 67. Let me be exact here. 64.75, because that will put a stop to this captain setup. So right now, the market is still showing strength, and I can capitalize on that. Okay. I'm gonna try. Thank you. That's a 10-pointer right there. Close to 10 points. See, like this should burst up, be honest with you. You know, I could have just went break even and managed it, but I'm trying to build up my day, so I'm just gonna take these quick trades and kind of go from there. But I like it. I like it. I mean, look at him coming back right in. They shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be that deep into that move if this market is gonna go up. Yeah, that was not nice. I mean, that they put a captain setup short right here. Well, I'm glad that I got out now. That was, I really thought that one was gonna go, but I squeezed almost 10 points in the 10 point range. All right, so there's a little bit of selling pressure stepping back in, especially with the establishment of a captain setup short. How's everybody doing so far? Let's just check on everybody. 9:16. I know it's early, but how you guys seeing this market? How you relating to it? How you trading it? Steven, how's Steven doing? Checking on you, buddy. Abe, DJ, Greg, Sheila, Adam, all of you. Wow, really? What happened there, man? Oh, your ninja's not working. Why? I mean, I mean, get rid of that indicator that you had and just reload. I'm sure you're trying to do that. Then you have to control alt delete and exit your whole system. You cannot survive, Frida? Why? It's I don't know, man. I mean, Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay. So they're rolled over, these guys, with that captain setup. I mean, that's just positive. That's positive behavior. We remember we have a captain set up long on the 100 in Tubrinko. And that's the catalyst behind me trying to go long up in these levels. I mean, we had that first rotation into a captain setup. We pulled back, went long here, expected more, got almost 10 points. Now you're getting another run up. We are heading to 828. ES is moving, and let's take a quick look. We are about to hit our target of 5,005 and a half. The 90 is holding. The long narrative is a solid one so far. Damn, look at that. Boom. Here we go. Nothing to it but to do it. Here we go. We hit that target. We hit that target. Did you get paid on that one, Adam? How did you do, Greg? We didn't hear you earlier. If you said something, what did you end up doing? I mean, it's not the money. Is the trade was a long, short. What worked for you? Oh, okay. Good, good. That is good. Yeah. Well, good job, Frida. Okay. Okay, here you go. You just kept at it and got it. It was a little bit tricky early on, so I had to kind of keep my keep keep my composure and read through it to see what is working. I mean, what worked for me earlier is just that captain set up switch trade short, and that paid, and they repeated the same exact pattern right after it. So that was a no-brainer for me. Then the market went into this consolidation where they were testing harmony zone number 1 and 2 and spending a lot of time in the neutral zone, and that kind of behavior is a bit predictable after a move. And the way to trade it is that you pretty much have to not trade on a trending basis, but on a, it's almost like you're in a box and you're going to trade the edges of it. And that's the type of behavior that you'll see whenever you're in that zone. Then we had the captain set up long on the 100, which shifted the personality to long. And then you get a break into target. Yeah, this is good stuff right here. Okay, so next target is 853 on NQ. Zone number 1 is 803 by 93 and 78 by 68 is zone number 2. Pullbacks are buyable. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 90. We are looking for ES. ES hit our initial target of 505.5. We are looking for the next target of 5,011.75. Harmony zone number 1 shifted as support to 99 by 96 and 93 by 90 is harmony zone number 2. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break under 5,000. So that's what's going on both. So far we made 3 decisions. These 3 decisions, 2 shorts and a long. We made money on all of them. And we're up 302 after commission. Day is young. And this is where we at so far. That's the 302 for today. And we're on equity high. So let's keep working. Keep on working. How is Steven doing? Checking on Steven. Yeah, thank you, Adam. Yeah, inventory report coming up here in 2 minutes. Okay. Three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's good. So they're consolidating between target number 2 and target number 3. The odds are, the way this price is moving, if we break 27, we're going to get a deeper pullback for the market to reset. And these pullbacks are buyable, and it's going to happen here in a few seconds. So just be careful here trying to get long. The market's susceptible for a pull. I mean, when you hit target number 3 like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, I'm still looking for these pullbacks to buy into, but I'm just a little bit careful here trying to go long. I want to see a little bit more price action. Yeah, here it comes. How do I know? How do I know? Yeah. Well, so we're seeing a little bit of a break here. I mean, like I said, it's kind of expected. Looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 800 and 790. If we are looking at ES, we're looking at a 5,1175 target. We'll reevaluate if we break under 5,000. We're expecting a pullback in the market right now. That pullback, if it holds, will be another higher low base for the next round of buying into big targets. As long as these levels that we just discussed don't get broken. All right, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. I'm hoping that today's stream is helping you make better decisions. I appreciate you guys spending your day with us. If you have any questions, let me know. And here comes that pullback. Well, the 200 and the 100 got out of sync. So now here we go back into this little area where the market is going to be consolidating, especially with the 800. So we didn't want to see that on a long basis. So here we go. ES is stronger than NQ, by the way. And the idea on the longs on NQ is just taking a pause on the account of breaking 800. We need to see more prices. Now the market is in a two-sided market where the shorts have a leg and the longs have a leg, and they're gonna fight it out. And I'd rather be at this point scalping versus looking for bigger targets in NQ. Where would that come back into bigger bias for the longs? We really have to do some work. I mean, we have to go all the way up to the highs, to the 40. The market has to do that in order for us to see, you know, that attempt at the bigger target. Now, along the way, the market will give us a lot of clues. For example, if this harmony zone number 1 holds up, and then the rally gets challenged with a higher low, and we shift the cloud from negative to positive, then that is the making of our run up to 40. And I can look at that and along the way and figure out what they're doing and participate if needs be. Okay? But along the way, the market is going to give us opportunities to go short and to go long. Shingo, good morning, buddy. How are you? I mean, there's opportunities right now. I mean, I'm seeing them. I'm seeing this railroad short that happened here at 97, around the whole number for a push. I mean, you could play that game. I rather see the market being decisive on in one direction or the other, and not in this type of two-sided market. I mean, you could still make money off two-sided markets. Don't get me wrong. It just so a higher low here under harmony zone number 1. Okay. I mean, that could be the catalyst that we're looking for here. Let's see what we can do. Okay. From 90. Oh yeah, from that. Oh, look at them getting spicy. Yeah, you got out of there in nick of time, DJ. All right, harmony zone number 2. These longs got to show up here, otherwise it's all over. We're in the neutral zone right now. Hmm. This spot is a little bit of a tricky spot, but You see the middle of the range trade right there. So now every time they come into the middle of the range, they sell it off, and that's just a negative behavior. That's a consistent with a trending market in that direction. Whenever you see the middle of the range respected, because a consolidated market doesn't do that. It will zip right through the middle of the range, up and down, and it doesn't give you a specific direction. But this is different. It's hitting the middle of the range and coming back and taking out the lows and taking out the stops. So that is tells me that the market is starting to make its mind, and there are a significant level here that is a big one. See that captain set up long, that it was the catalyst for that jump, and we almost got that bigger target of 853. If we start trading anything under the 53.50, you're taking out this formation, this captain setup, and that will be a negative behavior, and we could get a deeper pullback that could take us all the way down to Globex. There will be a flush if we hit that level. I mean, a speeding of price action. So I don't think it's going to be that easy for them, to be honest with you. I think they're going to challenge it here at some point. But we're going to wait and see and read. Globex is 703, correct. Well, it'll be a whole lot of pain if you get to 703. Ah, baby. Woo! Come bring it. Bring it. Good for them. I mean, they really did a number on people. I mean, where was the concern? The concern was right here. The minute the market did that, what I mean, go back to the stream. You say, hey, listen, we're gonna get a pullback here, and we're gonna see how deep it is and how they handle it. You know. And the minute the market did this number right there, we know, okay, we're gonna get challenged here. Then the trending behavior started to pop up. Okay. I expected them to kind of fight back here in and around it, and the sellers are a little bit more convinced. Now we are that close to two things, and they are big actually. I just noticed. See this? That is the top end of the Globex band, and we have a target, and that not target but reversal price, which is 753. So this is an area, and it's target number 4. So between target number 4 and target number 5 in this block, in this area, you'll get a little bit of defense in the market where they can back and fill and push back up. So the expectation is if and when we break this 53 level, rallies become shortable on a swing trade basis, and here we come. We hit that. And now we're looking on a swing trade basis. We're looking for pullbacks or rallies as a shorting opportunity with big targets. These big targets are 728, and then we have 703 after that. Harmony zone number one shifted to 778 and by 88. That's resistance. Harmony zone number one. Zone number two is 803 by 813. That's zone number two. Rallies are shortable. Ooh, baby. Hot damn. Like a hot knife through butter. Hot knife through butter. Oh, I need to shut up and start trading this thing. ES shifted as well. It's a complete 50 anti-wrinkle reversal. Harmony zone number one, 93 by 96, 99 by 9 by 5002 and a quarter. Those are the resistance zone. Rallies are shortable again. We'll reevaluate the shorts in NQ if we break anything above 770. We're heading to 703. In ES if we break anything above that 95. All right, focus. Okay, so I see what they're doing. Boom, boom, just a lot of selling. We're coming to Globex. We should expect a little bit of defense here. It's 10 o'clock. Okay, here we go. You remember what that does, right? When the market start doing that kind of stuff, that means that the market is just going to bounce back right here. As long as we continue to protect that 705, we should be running up a little bit. I mean, that's what they constantly do. Every time they get that close to a target and a big one, and they have a one candle reversal, they are in the process of just running the price back up. So Frida, are we doing any better right now? GED, how we doing, buddy? Shingo, Zach. Good, Steven. Abe, how is Abe doing? Oh, we got ourselves a PA, Adam. Look at you. Love it. How's Abe doing? I get it. You just be careful, Adam. Um, don't overcommit here. Don't overcommit because you're running into a 703 Globex and they're going to consolidate this thing. So you just got to be extra careful. We understand that behavior as they came into that level, and their natural tendency is just to bounce back. Like if we can get a retest of Harmony Zone number one, I mean that would be great. That would be something that will give us a little bit more room when the market turns down, versus trying to get short here where the market is doing two things. One of them is consolidating and bouncing off of Globex. So just keep your powder dry here. I mean, here you go. But once we get up there, you want to see two behaviors, one a high and a lower high. You don't just simply want to short into the run up, because we've seen V recoveries before based on this type of behavior. So for me to avoid getting caught up in it, I want to see a run up to those levels and a drop, then another attempt at it with a lower high. Then I can measure risk a little bit better in that type of environment, and I can avoid the V recovery if that's what they're trying to do. And they could do it here. Like for example, if they drop to 22 half and then rally back up to the 30s and fail, that would be the setup. I'm gonna just go get some water. I'll be back. So they're putting the captain setup long here, trying to protect that price. I get it. They're not going out without a fight. They ain't going out without a fight. I mean, they're literally just put a captain setup on that one. An important level that we need to be concerned with is 38 and a quarter. If we pop it into 38 and a quarter, that will be a captain setup long on the 70 NT Rinko, and that is supported by the 20 NT Rinko captain setup long. So 38 and a quarter is an important level if that happens. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. I mean, that's what I was saying, man. They're not gonna go without a fight. So you're getting that Globex behavior. You know, that's typical. First, this is the first touch. This is the second touch. Even the second touch, they put on a like a straight up captain setup long. Like, okay. Now we're coming up to harmony zone number uno, and that's the first line of defense, or one of the lines of defense for the shorts. They need to protect that thing with their life. And we have a 70 NT wrinkle captain setup long, and the 20 NT wrinkle captain setup. Then there's a 30 NT wrinkle captain short that got rolled over. So that whole structure from 4203 is working as a solid support. You got three signals within that range that is long in nature. I mean, you had that one rotation here down. It gave people hope. If you overcommitted, you got smoked in that run. Don't get smoked. ES. Let's talk about ES for a little bit here. Hey, good job, Sheila. Good job. Good job. We got ourselves into a bounce off that target. I mean, in ES, we hit that target. Actually, we hit it. We needed like one tick to go under that for that to close. So if I compare what NQ and ES is doing, you know, ES is a little bit stronger. We are bouncing back. We're running into harmony zone number one, which is 93 by 96. We'll reevaluate the shorts if we break anything above 95. 95 is important. Well, that's the one in big news right now. NVIDIA. Here we go. We're getting a reaction. They're defending. Now what we're seeing is a disconnect between the 200 and the 100. Okay? So now we're in this two-sided market. You know, sunshine when you're gone. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You bounce back. That's the ad. One, two. Good for them. Okay. They're bouncing back up. Like, what has to happen in order for me to go short? What has to happen for me to go long? At what point would I just leave this market alone? Who's getting trapped? Why and how? Should I be done with this? All these questions are running through my head. For me to go short, see that high, a lower high. I'd like the cloud to shift negative, which really means we have to kind of like shoot down. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a price 38.75. I need 38.75 to show up. If that happens, then the rally back up will be weaker. And there's an opportunity for me to actually go short with a little bit more stability in price action. I'll have harmony zone above me and two structures that are a problem for a lot of traders, which is that 60 and this 55 run as an overhead resistance. So if we hit that 38 and bounce right back, that may give me that type of structure that I'll jump in. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two, you start busting through 65, you're going into the neutral zone, and that puts the shorts on defense. And then I have to wait for the market to go below harmony zone number one in order for me to go short. At that point also, there will be pullbacks that can be bought, so it's going to be a fight. It's not favorable for the shorts when the market does that. The market would have to do a lot more in order for it to resume its strength on the short side. So that's scenario number two, which looks like that's what they're trying to do. That's what looks like they're trying to do. One. Now that level shifted from 38 to 41.5. 41.5. So they have to get to 41.5. That will get me to start looking at rallies as shortable. And if we break anything above 65, that puts the shorts on pause and puts some of these longs formations in play. Ultimately, in order for us to be significantly long on a swing trade basis, the market has to do a lot more. It has to go all the way up to 803. But along the way, there's opportunities, but they seem to be firming up here, not getting weaker. And I think they're reacting to this. I think that's what they're reacting to, even if they don't know it. Captain set up long on the 70 NT Rinko. That's a big deal. That's going to be a significant level for the remainder of the day as long as we continue to protect 26. You almost have to extend the market before you go short against that level. I mean, right here, they put that formation. They went 2 candles and reversed. Wow, okay. They failed that captain setup. They went 1 candle, then failed it with a switch trade, and that's a beautiful formation short. That one ran back up. Okay, so that's that. So they're reacting to this formation. Okay. 41. Get to 41. I'll play. Good job, DJ. Good job, buddy. Keep plugging away. Keep plugging away. Key is reading the market and controlling risk. You control your risk by controlling your emotions. One big key for a lot of us is to add to winning trades and making sure that when trades are going against you, that you're taking a stop with 1 unit, while when the market is moving in your favor, you're adding to a winning position. So you're outweighing your profitable trades versus your stops, and you're spending more time in a winning trade than a losing trade, time wise. Those are metrics that I'm constantly looking at and saying, okay, how did I perform in every category? And am I improving in every category? And that's gonna be a grand shift in for you and everybody else. Yeah, I mean, you recovered pretty quickly mentally. That's a good thing. Yeah, I think you just have too many things on your computer, man. You probably want to just put it in two different workspaces and just keep the one that you trade very clean and lean. So you're not going to run up into issues like that, because time is money. Time is money. Those type of indicators are inheritedly are very taxing on any computer system. It's just the way they just big time data crunchers. So if you have that system with two other systems running on your computer, it just, unless you have a, you know, supercomputer, it's just gonna clog up your data. But see what he says. It's most likely it's gonna tell you the same thing I just told you. But Yeah, I mean, for trading, you really have to have something souped up computers, man. We do a lot of data crunching. I mean, I have you guys on Zoom. I have YouTube running. I have 20 charts all across the board. The ones that you see here are, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Then I have my other screen that has a ton of stuff on it. So I gotta keep upgrading my computer. I may have to actually even build another computer. I build them, by the way. I never buy a computer. I build my own. And the one that I built here, it's pretty souped up. Yeah, I usually go buy the parts, and me and my brother would just put them together, put the computer together. So we built so many computers over the years that we know exactly what to do. See, I mean, I'm a tinkerer myself. So I build my own computers. I build up my own indicators. I build up my own um, AR-15s. I rather build it than buy it. VPS? What is VPS anyway? Let me see what you're talking about. Do you have a website for what you're talking about? So I could take a look. Everybody else can take a look. Oh, okay. VPS. VPN. Oh, virtual private server. What are you getting off of it? Like, so you're hosting everything on your private server? I mean, what's the benefit? Yeah, but from just beside remotely accessing it, what is the actual benefit for a trader? All right. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. All right. Let's see if we can. We got that push. Let's see how that rally holds up, and we'll start looking for entry points on the short side. $44. Ain't no sunshine. Here we go. Here we go. They're playing the game. They're playing the game. They're playing the game. There's a captain set up long on the 30 NT Rinko. So just watch out here. Let the market run back up a little bit further. I mean, if they break 44.5, we're gonna get into the 50-55. So just kind of watch it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're too close. Yeah. It's kind of tricky here. Okay, just remember that Apex has the 1-day pass deal. That's just back up on the docket, and 71% with 50% reset. So that's what they got going on right now. Take a look. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that 1-day pass, to be honest with you. I mean, I see why people like it, because they don't have to wait 7 days to pass this thing. But as long as you're not stressing yourself and pushing yourself to where you're just taking too much size and taking too many trades and trying to just bang up the system to pass it in 1 day, like, just take your time. Then it makes sense. But if it triggers you to not trade well just to pass it in 1 day, then that's a hindrance. So just yeah, and that's what I'm thinking, DJ, is just like, if it promotes bad habits, you just have to judge yourself and say, hey, listen, this 1-day pass thing, okay, it's great. I don't have to wait 7 days. But let me take my time and trade properly. And it may take me 5 days. It may take me 3 days. It may take me 10 days. But I'll get there. That's the key, is to get there. And each trader is different. Some people are triggered by it. Some people just can handle the pressure and not worry about it and just trade properly. We're all different in that regard. But I definitely appreciate Apex, to be honest with you. I mean, they're really opening the doors for so many traders. All right, a big deal is 44. You break 44, it becomes a captain setup switch trade. Let me show you what I'm talking about here because that's an important level. There's a couple of things going on here that we need to be thinking about. This is a captain setup long on the 70 NT Rinko. The market responded, came back to retest. This is a captain setup long on the 30 NT Rinko and about to go into 44.5 with a switch trade. That type of formation can push us to 50, 60, 65 back up. So I really need to be concerned here about getting short. I almost have to wait to a break of 25 in order to start looking for a rally to short into. Like I need this to break. Then eventually I need that one to break, but it's going to take a lot of work to get there. But it could start with a break under 25. So if I'm thinking in terms of shorts, that would be the first thing that needs to happen. Because that type of formation, it typically will resolve itself at 45 and run up and trap everybody that's trying to go short. So I've seen this. That's what I have to do in order for me to take a short on. Watch it burst up. It's about to do it right now. How do I know? How do I know, huh? It's called years and years and years of getting punched in the face. That's how do I know. I've seen Zach. I've seen a lot of traders, and they do it successfully too, where they just manage their risk by managing Apex accounts. Like they're not really truly worried about individual risk per trade. They're just looking at the whole experience as, hey, listen, it cost me $40. You know, to buy an Apex account. That's my risk. I'm all in. Let's go. That's it. They're managing the risk by managing their Apex account. They're not worried about, hey, listen, am I, you know, getting in here with a risk of 6 points and I'm looking for a run up. No, they're not trading like that. They're buy, add. Either the account is gonna blow or it's gonna make money and pass. That's how they're working it. If that's what you want to do, the math actually does add up. Believe it or not, the math adds up. Because out of 10 accounts, if you do that process, and out of that 10 accounts, 2 of them just pass and makes you money, then how much did you pay to get to a PA? Let's call it $1,000. Well, you just passed 2 accounts and each one of them gave you 2,500. That's $5,000. You paid 1,000. You made 4. That math adds up. It's just not trading. That's not trading. You're trading Apex. You're not trading the market. But you're not developing the skill set of understanding risk, how to position yourself, how to read the market, all these things is the focus. But to each their own. You got to do what makes sense to you. But the math does add up. There you go. Good job, DJ. Ain't no sunshine. All right, so we hit that resistance and came back in. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, well, I mean, we got that rotation figured out, and now they're coming in with a second rotation lower. And that's actually a good 32. Now rallies are shortable against 54, 68, and 65. ES is going back to their target of 49.80 and a half. I'm looking for rallies to short into. We needed to pass this behavior, which that's what the market was trying to do here. Is it had some pent up energy back up, and we wanted to see that failure. The good thing that you're seeing from the short perspective is multiple things. One of them, the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side. That's check. Second thing, we're trading under harmony zone number 1. That's ultimately weak. I mean, that's how you want to see a market that is weak, is if it's doing that. If it starts to trade above 65 and it holds into the 70, then you know the personality is shifting. Like, that's a switch trade. The market should go, be still under pressure. Now, what's going on here is it's almost 11 o'clock. So I'm going to take my 3 decisions that I made and call it a morning, go get some lunch, come back. Maybe I'll play the game later on. But that's where we at. We're on equity high. Slow and steady. I mean, we had a couple of days where things kind of end up paying bills. That's the day we paid bills. There's a couple of days here, even this day, I think I had, I think there's a couple of days along the way where I had to put a little bit more work and turn a negative to a positive. But the majority of the days are steady and profitable. Steady and profitable. And it's all about reading the market. And my wife said that to me yesterday, and I thought it was really insightful. She goes, "You read yourself very well." And I never thought about it that way. So we're discussing. She's my mentor in a way, because she slaps me around when I'm acting up. She's telling me, you're constantly reflecting and you're asking questions about how you behaved. You read yourself well. And I kind of looked at that. I was like, okay, maybe this is how I should constantly look at it. Before I read the market, I need to read myself. I want to read my emotional state. I want to read my read of the market. I just need to look at myself and read that first before I go into the market and deploy capital. I thought that was really good. She is a teacher. She teaches me all the time, Sheila. And I listen. So happy Valentine's to all of you out there. To you and your family. Happy Valentine's, Sheila. Happy Valentine's, Adam. You're getting your Valentine's right now. It's a trade that's moving in your way, and here we go. Boom. That's big money right here. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock. I got to get going, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning, and we will do this again. Good job, everybody. See you on the next one. Finally sold off. That switch trade was a good one too.